it is our want for the beauty of this world. At other point, it is our fear of losing what we have. All of these factors are there within Karbala. And all of these things happen here right now. There was a Sahabi of Imam Hussein, or a person that Imam Hussein met on the way, en route to Karbala or Kufa. Imam said, look, I am going to go and engage in a mighty battle. I want you to accompany me. And he said, oh Hussein, how many forces do we have? Hussein said, I will be killed. He said, I can't come with you. Imam said, you know very well that when your Imam tells you, after that, the only option you have is to go with him or to face the pit of hell.
No doubt about it.
He said, oh Imam, I shall give you all my horses, my wealth. The Imam said, you can take them all with you, I want you. We can't even begin to explore what the sentiment of the Imam and the way the Imam was and his love for Allah. We don't want to even go there. But we just want to explore this particular incident. He did not have it in him. Abdullah ibn Umar didn't have it in him. And Abdullah ibn Zubayr did not have it in him to support the truth, either through fear of death or through the popularity that they would have gained, or like Qadi Shurayh, the world that they achieved. Aren't these the very same things today that cause us to waver from the resolve of being truthful and upholding the truth for what it's worth? Aren't these the very same things? You will find that the story is the same, there is no difference. And it is that truth that Hussein ibn Ali can give to us if we look into his story very carefully and uphold the truth. Now, Abdullah ibn Umar, how long did he live after Hussein? How long is it since Imam Hussein gave his sacrifice? In hindsight, when we look, we say, how wise Hazrat Hur was. How wise Hazrat Hur was. And how cursed Umar Sa'ad was. Umar Sa'ad lived, let's say 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Let's say he lived 100 years after Hussein. He did die, didn't he? It's been 1,400 years. And it'll be another 10,000 years from now. Hussein will increase in his glory. Hur will increase with Hussein ibn Ali. Umar Sa'ad will be cursed. Now in hindsight, when we look back, we will say how wise Hur's choice was. Even if he had lived for 100 years, it wasn't worth living. He would have died inevitably. And how unwise Umar Sa'ad's choice was to kill Hussein, salamullah alayhi, for the land of Ray. But when it comes to me and you, why can't we apply the same principle? Why can't we apply the same principle? That I am either facing the faith of Hur, salamullah alayhi, or Umar ibn Sa'ad, la'natullah alayhi. I'm going to die, maybe tomorrow, God knows. Maybe after 20 years, maybe after 50 years. But I will die. And then after that, what? What after that? We can learn this from Hussein so carefully. But the greatest calamity and the tragedy upon the heads of the Muslims is this. That the same Islam, which was promoting truth and bringing about this inner liberation, is condoning falsehood today. We have arrived at a very convenient point in our history now, that whatever we do, we give it the wrapper of truth and the stamp of truth. I've given this example before. Zakir Naik, la'natullah alayhi. We don't need to do la'na on him. La'anahu Allah wa malaikatuhu wal la'inun. Everybody does la'na to Zakir Naik, and may Allah raise him with Muawiyah. Ameen. I'm not saying Yazid, may Allah raise him with Muawiyah. Wherever Muawiyah will be. Because I think he'll be one layer lower than Yazid. He talks of Imam Ghazali and other tabe'een saying that you can't do la'na on Yazid, yes? I will say la'na on such tabe'een. Why? Why? Imam Hussein is saying, follow the truth. Follow the truth. Even if it is against your Islam, follow the truth. Your Islam will not be able to make falsehood into truth. Truth is truth. Truth is colorless. Truth does not have a brand. It is not designer made. Truth is simple and it's truth. Whether a Sahaba doesn't believe in it or a Tabe'een doesn't believe in it, truth is truth. If we really do understand Hussein ibn Ali, and we really uphold this principle of following the truth, life will become difficult, no doubt. Life will become difficult, but difficult in the sense of suffering, but simple in the sense of clarity. Remember that particular incident and the way Hussein ibn Ali does this, Allahu Akbar, when Hur grabs hold of his reins of his horse, and he says, "Oh Hussein, I admonish you, do not engage with these people, for no doubt they will put you to death." Imam in a rage, of course he said, "May your mother weep at your death," but after that, in a rage, Imam said, "Do you frighten me with death?" After a man has understood the truth and wholesomely begins to follow it, it is better that his head be cut from his body rather than his nose be rubbed upon the earth. This indignity is sufficient for you, that you call yourself a free man and your faces are rubbed against the dust in humility. Pride, self-dignity, self-worth, all of these beautiful sentiments, these very principles that make a human life worthy life, are being received from Karbala. Uphold the truth in whatever capacity we may be. The greatest thing Hussein chose to us is that truth is truth, whether there are supporters of it or there aren't.
Wow.
It's the greatest lesson Hussein teaches us. Do we not recall the statements of Mawla Ali Salamullah alayhi?